And we're back. Hey everybody. Got my drink over the break. So one of my little tiny mini cans of Dr. Pepper. I love these tiny cans of soda because like a full-sized can of soda is always just too big, I feel like. And these ones are just so manageable. I love it. So we got Chocobo Ether joining us in chat over break. Hey there. We started streaming at 8, but I'm still probably going to go for like another hour and a half or so. So you know, you're about halfway through. There'll be VODs too if you want to go back and see what you missed. Yeah. Fun story, by the way, guys. I accidentally had popcorn for dinner last night, which is not a thing that I would have thought is a thing you can do accidentally, but apparently it is, because I've been trying to match my husband's like night shift sort of nocturnal schedule, which means I end up having 2 meals a day, but like the first one is a little bit after I wake up, so like 4 or 5 or something, and then the next one's usually not until 9 or even like 11. And so yeah, so yesterday I had my first meal, and then it was like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, I'm getting a little hungry, but there's nothing I really want to eat in the house, so I'll just go shopping, and then I'll come back and I'll watch Hannibal, and then I'll cook something for myself. And so I went shopping, came back, put away the groceries, then it was 10 o'clock, so I watched Hannibal, and then I just forgot to cook afterwards. Like, I didn't make the thing I was going to make, and then it got to be like midnight or 1 or something, and I was like, I'm kind of hungry, actually. It's probably like, you know, middle of the night snack time. So I'll just make myself some popcorn for a snack. And that ended up being my second meal of the day. So that was my accidental popcorn dinner. Hannibal never bothers my appetite. It might be because I'm a vegetarian. And I know some people have a thing where they like really can't eat while watching Hannibal or after watching Hannibal, but it's never like the food looks so delicious on that show. Like it's never, if anything, it makes me hungrier. So, all right, let's get back to the game. I will bring up my emulator. There we go. Yeah, it's funny. You don't think you can accidentally forget to eat, because you would think, oh, you'll get hungry and you'll remember to eat. But sometimes you just get caught up in stuff and then you forget that, like, food is a thing that is required to sustain your body. Alright, switching back to this cam. There we go. And let's save once again for good measure, just because that's the kind of person I am. And we will probably leave the Veld now. Unless I run into something I don't have yet between here and the exit. But I kind of doubt I will. Excuse me. I'm sort of one at a time trying all the moves to see what they do. They mostly just seem to be straightforward attacks, though. I'm trying to 100% Crash Bandicoot. That seems intense. Yes, I am playing FF6. It is pretty good so far. I'm enjoying it. Alright, Whisper we said that's the Demi attack, right? I think that's what it was. I'll just fight. He floats. That's cute. He had no chance to actually use that Whisper attack, but he floats. I have to actually figure out how to get out of the Veld is the thing. I know I'm supposed to go up to the caves, and I know that the caves are right at the foot of that stream thing, but to go in the stream thing, I need, oops, that's not Blitz at all. It's a commander. break, huh? What did that do? Nothing, apparently. What was I saying? So there's streams that go under the mountain. But to go into the streams, I need some scuba gear, which I do not have. And I think I get the impression that maybe I have to go into that stream after I go through the mountain, but it's hard to say. Yeah, this is SNES. This is the SNES 9X emulator. So, did being a Whisper just give me like a status effect of not touching the ground? Is that what happened? Alright, let's see what the were-rat does. So, yeah, so being a Whisper cast float on me. So I guess that makes me immune to like ground attacks and stuff like suplex. Not that anything else suplexes you, but still. Wing snap? Nope. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter what Sword Techie does now. Except that one was probably actually the Demi attack that he has. Yeah, I am now immune to Sabin Suplex and Earthquake attacks. Also cannot be ballooned. Let's suplex somebody. Don't suplex the grasshopper, please. Good. Suplex the cat. Perfect. Where's your always landing on your feet now, huh? Yeah, I'm really enjoying FF6 so far. This is my first time playing it. Oh, that looks like that's an entrance to something. So, maybe that's the way I have to go. There's nothing down this way, is there? No. Everyone always told me that it's a classic game. Ah, crap. Now I gotta do this, because I haven't seen that one yet. Just figures, don't it? I should do the powerful parts. Yeah, so everybody always told me that Final Fantasy VI is like a super classic, it's got the best story in the series, and I like absolutely have to play it. But it was one of those ones that I just kind of missed out on in terms of when I had consoles and what games I had. So I've never played it. So I figured, what better way to play it than by like giving everybody the nostalgia feels by streaming it. Which makes me super happy because, you know, like one of my favorite things in the entire world is to share stuff with people that I enjoy, like take things that I like doing and to like share them with other people. That's why like I never shut up about Hannibal, because it's one of my favorite things and I just love to, you know, to share that with people. So when it feels nice that like I can share this thing with you guys, because clearly this is something that means a lot to a lot of people, you know, in the chat here and in general. And so, you know, it's good to get to try stuff that you guys have strong feelings about. It makes me feel closer to everybody. Suplexing a train was pretty good. I was a little sad because I got spoiled right before it happened. I got spoiled about the fact that the end boss actually was the train itself, and I kind of would have liked to have gotten like a genuine reaction to that, but so be it. That happens sometimes. But suplexing, oh god. Chocobo Ether is providing in chat a full list of their favorite Final Fantasy games in order of goodness. I did also like 10 a lot. 7 I was kind of whatever on. Like, honestly, I didn't like 7 much more than I liked any of the others, really. I thought 9 was pretty good. So the ones I've played are this one I'm playing now, 7, 9, 10, 12, and 13. 10 is probably my favorite of those. Then 7 and 9, maybe. And then 12 and 13, maybe about equal. I kind of like 13's mechanics better. And I know, like, I'm the only person in the world who likes the mechanics in 13. 12 had a story that I don't even remember anymore. Like, it was so bland that I barely remember who any of the characters in that game were. All I remember is that there was the pirate guy, like the airship pirate, who's really cool, and his bunny girlfriend. But other than that, and I remember that there's a young guy who's like a young prince, that Larsa, I think, that you pick up, that I thought for like the first half hour of interacting with that character was female. Because he's got a young boy voice, so he sounds like a female character. But yes, so that was, and like this, I'm not saying the story in 13 is any better than that. The story in 13, I actually liked the story, it's just that I hated a lot of the characters. Especially in the beginning. Some of them grew on me over time, some of them didn't. Snow, for instance, never grew on me. I hated him all the way through. Hope grew on me because he tried to kill Snow, and I hated Snow so much. But I really liked Saz as a character. I thought he was pretty cool. Also, Vanille never grew on me. She was is it Vanille who's the, like, pink-haired girl? She was terrible. I hated her as a character. She was just so annoying. But the whole thing about, like, the weird god creatures that are both, like, protecting and farming humans was kind of an interesting story. It takes a long time to really get into that game, though. Like, people say, you know, it's not... ooh, I'll use the Mammoth one, because that's a multi-hit. People say that it takes, like, 20 or 30 hours for that game to really get going, which is not entirely inaccurate, so... Celes has the best voice, but they don't actually have voices in this game, do they? I mean, I didn't think they were voice acted. Okay, I gotta go around. I haven't played. I think I played a little bit of one maybe. I played something on the Game Boy that was a remake, I think. But it was just so bland and, like, uninteresting that I didn't give it very much time. So Nautiloid is ink. I'm not quite sure what inking does. Maybe it's occasionally causes that blind status effect that doesn't do anything. Vanille is terrible, Snow is terrible, Sarah and Lightning are terrible, Hope is terrible. Like I said, Hope kind of grew on me. I felt at least he had a little bit of an arc. And he did try and stab Snow in his sleep. So again, you know, that endeared him to me. I felt kinship to him because I also wanted to stab Snow in the face while he was asleep. This should take him out. Yeah, I really did like, the people were saying that 12 has a good, okay, good night, Jetlag, thanks for joining us. I liked the system in 12, I really liked the Gambit system. I thought the like, the board system for unlocking was really dumb. It was just like a less interesting version of the sphere grid. Because everybody's was also identical, so you and since it was so much smaller than the sphere grid, you knew where everybody's, like where all the different moves were. So it became like you wasted one character for exploration to turn over tiles, and then you knew exactly what to put on every other character, and that just didn't feel very good to me as a system. Okay. Hey, guy. Eleven's the MMO, though, right? The shiny thing Steve spoke of is in here. Where exactly? You have no idea. Of course you don't. I haven't played 8. I've heard that 8 has some mechanical issues because it's got an adapting difficulty system. Is this a way... What even... Oh, that's a foreground object. Okay. I was like, is this a deep pit? That there's some kind of like... It looks like a pipe end with like a mudslide coming out of it. But no, it's a foreground object. Never mind. Yeah, 11 and 14 are the MMOs, so... What's wrong? Steve? Steve! Did you just throw my money down a pit? What a jerk. Cow, I'm not sure how much I like you. That's right, Bash, Fran, Ash. Well, I remember nothing about Ash. She was the blandest character in the entire world. She's like, I remember she was the princess in that story and nothing else about her. She was the worst. That was in 12. It's a diving helmet! Now we can go ride the water rapids. Can we all wear one diving helmet? That's how diving helmets work. Although that particular kind of diving helmet needs to be attached to a large, like, ship or something. You can't just go under in a big round metal helmet like that. But sure, let's go with that. Whatever. Runs fast. We should hop in and see our friends. This is like the same river as last time. Yeah, the gambit system in Final Fantasy... Oh no, wait, we didn't leave Gao behind, did we? I had items on him. Gao, come with us. Thank you. Yeah, Ash is the main character, but she's like... She's not even playable for the first part of the game. Like, at least, you know, you spend some time with Vaughn and Pinello and you kind of feel for them. Like, I have a sense of them even now, like what their character was supposed to be like. But I just don't, I don't know, I don't remember anything about Ash. I really don't. I don't know. But yes, so the gambit system in 12 was like basically programming, so you would program automations onto your characters so that, for instance, when there was an enemy near, and there wasn't random encounters, the enemies actually walked around the map, which was really nice. But when your characters got close to... I have no control over this bit, so that's fine. Oh, shoot, apparently I do. Well, I hope I go the right way. This is another one of those, like, it doesn't matter because you have no actual input. or no actual reasonable way of understanding what your decision will result in, so it's basically random. But yeah, so you programmed your characters, like, if an enemy is nearby, you know, attack it. Or if it's a lightning weak enemy, attack lightning on it. Or if your party is at, you know, if a member of your party is at less than 50% health, heal them automatically, that kind of thing. Can I? It just occurred to me, I don't know if I can actually heal outside of combat anymore. Oh, no I can't. That's gonna be a problem. Oh. Except I got to the end already. Sweet. Just go right for chests. Okay, that's important. Alright, I will do that. I like the gambit system because it lets you, and so then when you're, you know, when you hit an enemy, your character automatically performs actions, which is nice because it's a little less grindy that way. So you end up letting the characters just automatically fight for most of the game, and then they... Yes, I have healed. Go right for the chests. If you get into a boss fight in 12, you can interrupt the sort of auto... Oh god, whirlpool. You can interrupt the automatic programming to do specific commands, and you have to do that for most of the boss fights because you can't just rely on your automation. But there's, you know, there's enough of the little guys that it's easy to just let the automated system fight them, which is kind of interesting. It makes grinding a lot easier and, like, a lot less tedious. But in some ways it also kind of feels like the game is playing itself. Which people make that same argument about 13, but I really don't feel that way about 13. So, I don't know. I did like 12. My biggest complaint about 12 was actually that such a huge percentage of the game was all hidden content. Like, there was just so much in that game that was hidden bosses, and hidden areas, and hidden side quests, and weird mini-games, and it's like, I'm okay with a little bit of that, but as someone who is normally a completionist, it was just, like, way too much content that I never saw. And some of the, like, hidden bosses were really lame, because it wasn't like they were more difficult to fight, they just had so much health that it took literal hours to defeat them, even if you were doing the maximum amount of damage with every hit. And that just seems stupid at that point, because you're not asking any more of the player, you're just asking them to sit there for an hour or two doing the exact same thing over and over. And that was frustrating to me. Alright, we appear to have reached some kind of dock. I missed the green beret, it's okay, Steph, though. I got a couple of green berets from fighting those like robot things in the Veldt, so it's not a huge deal. I just want to actually make sure that everybody's optimized now that I think of it. I think they are, but just double checking. Yeah, okay. See what this guy has to say. I still need to shop, thanks. You can also go down this way, apparently. I had assumed that the town was up from here, but maybe it's not, actually. I just gotta check all the barrels and stuff. Get that rope. Thank you, Steph. Yes, I will shop first. Yeah, I think... Does this go just to the lower part of the docks? Yes. There's more barrels. I like compulsively have to check all the barrels because sometimes it rewards you. Every once in a while there's a reward. And that's just like the knowledge that you could be rewarded is almost like, I know there's some psychological research on this. I think they mentioned it on Mostly Walking at one point. This idea that if you give someone a reward every time, they get tired of it, and if you never give them a reward, they stop checking. But if you give them a reward sometimes, then they will always do the thing. No one can reach Nikea unless they have a ship. For those who weren't here before, Nikea is the town where you buy and assemble your own shoes. What? Okay. Fairy ring. What does it do? Protects against poison and dark. That seems useful. The poison part anyway. Goggles? Dark is the one that doesn't do anything though, right? Protects against poison. I already have a white cape, I think. Oops. Bought one anyway. Why not? I got plenty of gil. Hello, merchant. What do you got? That seems good for a lot of people. Anybody who's with me at the moment? That's I think what I have for most people at the moment. Chocobo Ether is not happy with my assertion that I liked any of the Final Fantasy XIII characters more than Ash. It's not that I didn't like Ash, it's just that I don't remember anything about her because she was in. Like, I just really did not care at all about that political plot. And I'm not saying it's, you know, it's bad if you did. Like, you're welcome to your own opinions. You know, far be it from me to tell you what you should like and not like. I'm just saying, for me, like, that kind of political intrigue, like, Final Fantasy tends to be better at, like, these really big, crazy plots, not these, like, little political stuff, and it was not... It was just, I don't know, it, you know, I didn't feel like it was their strongest. Excuse me. Oh, he already has a mithril claw equipped, it looks like. So, Skug, I think he's just on the list because he's a playable character. He hasn't come back since he left. The sad-faced ninja. I can't tilt my head back to drink this because my headphones are a little too big and they slide off. It's kind of annoying. Alright. Dark massively reduces the hit rate. So is Dark actually... Like, is that actually doing stuff? I mean... Oh, that was in the other place. I thought the whole point was that, like, that was like the sunglasses one that doesn't actually affect anything. I got 2 of them. Yeah, I'll get a 3rd one, I guess. Seems like a useful thing to prevent status effects. Okay. I'm in the way. You guys are the ones that, like, just walk on random paths. Land to the east, Doma fell to the Empire. I think I knew that already. Yeah, I'm excited to see which other FF characters might be in the next Kingdom Hearts game. I think it's probably too far along in development for them to add Marvel characters at this point, but they theoretically could add any of the Marvel Universe stuff too. Lives near the river. His wife bore him a son 13 years ago. From birth, the woman passed away. Man totally lost it. He thought the newborn was a monster. Don't you see him in my party right now? What? Licentious Howler. That's a bit much. Baby? What? I don't... Was that an exclamation of pain? I don't... Alright, these two can be slashed together. That works for me. He clearly has an issue with prostitutes, or at least lady prostitutes. Used to be ships sailing to the southern continent, Zen, Albrook, Miranda, they've all been smashed. Well, that doesn't bode well for us sailing with them. Okay. So people I haven't seen the effect of dark because so far it's mostly been not used. Then what was the thing about, like... It was supposed to affect some stats, but it didn't. I don't remember. Okay, I have 20 of those. Smoke bomb, what does that do? Oh, lets the party escape from battle. Well, since I don't know how to actually escape from battle, maybe I should buy some of those. Okay, I think I have everything else I kind of need. At least item-wise. There's an inn there. Is this a chocobo stable? It is a chocobo stable. No thank you. Hello, friend. Trumpet McCool, I have a tiny, shitty Dynex webcam, that, like, a friend gave me a long time ago. And it has like a little onboard mic that I'm currently not using, but that I sometimes use. It's really not a good webcam, but it was free, so... Rockside has blocked the path leading north, which I probably would have found if I bothered to leave and go north. Should I? Is there like anything interesting north that I should look at? Oh hey, what's over here? Oh, the exit is over here. IKEA, show me your fancy shoe stores. Yeah, I would imagine the Chocobo stable becomes useful later when you have to, like, go across large sections of the map very quickly. No, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, so I should be able to just go to the inn. How's my health? Not too bad. But I'll still probably sleep at the inn. And then maybe they'll have a save point I can use. Hello, do you provide save point services? I don't know about summons in KH3. Like, summons are one thing that I've never really used in any Kingdom Hearts game. I just never found them that necessary. They were always... It was always more trouble to get to them in the menu than they were worth in terms of, like, what you could get out of them. I found... Maybe Tinkerbell was the exception, but... It seemed easier for me to just do all the fighting myself. And plus you lose your other two party members, so they can't heal you while they're gone. I don't know. So, I'm not, like, I'm kind of whatever on summons that they have for next game. I'm honestly, like, I feel bad because this is, like, what the series is all about, but I'm actually much more interested in the original stuff in the Kingdom Hearts series than I am in the Disney stuff. Which I know it's, like, convoluted and all over the place, but I love a good complicated mythology, what can I say? As long as it's, like, internally self-consistent with which Kingdom Hearts mostly is. Hey, it's very self-consistent, don't laugh. No, they do a good job. No, they haven't retconned anything. They just add stuff to it. I don't know. It's good. I like it. Quick. Optimize. I know I can just switch from one to the other, but... Alright, so that actually didn't change anything. So let's relic some people. Now let's see. What did the Mithril Glove do? Oh, that's cast safe when HP is low. And the Star Pendant protects against poison, which the Fairy Ring... This is against Imp and Mute, so probably the Fairy Ring is bad. Wait. Oh, sorry, the White Cape protects against Imp and Mute. So yes, Poison and Dark is fine, so I don't need the Star Pendant, which only protects against poison. Perfect. So Hyper Wrist raises Vigor. I forget what that means. And the black belt was counter, which I wanted. So... no, I maybe want... I'll leave that as is for now. And I'll give you the Fairy Ring. That way you're protected against poison and imp and mute and dark. That'll do for now. Oh, good night, Trumpet. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you being here. Alright, is that everything I have to do here? Is there something important I should do before I leave? Or should I sail off? If you wanna chat more about, oh yeah, I guess I can save on the minimap, can't I? If you want to chat more about Kingdom Hearts, by the way, Thanarod will be streaming on Sunday for Sunday Game Club. Either his last or second to last Kingdom Hearts stream, probably, because we just finished the first iteration of Hollow Bastion. So, seems like it'll be... I mean, I guess it depends on how quickly he beats, like, the last world, but it might take him two weeks, especially since the end boss fight's really, really long. Not as long as the KH2 one, but still. But yeah, so we'll be playing that and discussing that on Sunday night at 8. Okay. So I'm going to save... I feel like I've done very little this segment, but it's almost time for me to take another break. I should at least sail somewhere. Okay. I did just save, right? Do you guys get that thing where you, like, you save and then you get out of the save menu and you go, did I actually save, or did I just get to the save menu and then back out of it again? Is Vanitas still around? I thought he was destroyed in Birth by Sleep. I've been replaying the high-def version of Birth by Sleep lately as well. Although I'm kind of taking a break because I'm doing Beyond Good and Evil as my current console game, because that's what we're doing for the Feedback Force podcast. Speaking of other community stuff. I'm like 2 hours into that game right now, I think. And I looked at I still had the old save files from last time, and last time I got about 11 hours into it, so I was probably actually like midway or even 2/3 of the way through last time I played Beyond Good and Evil. Okay, so I am going to hop aboard. We have shopped a bunch, we have equipped ourselves with things, we've bought some items. We will sail this tiny boat across the great ocean, and we will try not to be dashed to pieces like every other boat. I assume we will have to fight something. Steve, you don't even know any of those people. Oh, hey. No, we get to go change scenario again. Alright. In that case, I will save here. And we will take another short break. I will try not to go as long this time. And then I will come back in like 5 minutes, and we will do the final segment of the night. Okay? Big screen, there we go. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Enjoy the music. We'll be right back.